Okie dokie, what we have here is the Vinci 1.0. Getting ready to tear it down. First thing I'm doing is going ahead and taking my small screwdriver and popping up the tabs on the top. You can see the releases through the clear plastic. And then it lifts out of the bottom. So please bear in mind, I've never taken this guy apart before. That just slides out of there. And I'm not entirely sure I want to take it apart, but at the same time, what is that, a Torx screw? But at the same time, I want to make a copy of my SD card before the next step here. So that is where we're at. Definitely a Torx. Get out of here, Cookie. No one wants to see you on camera. That damn dog. So, in case you're curious, the next step is to actually flash new firmware onto her. Because it's an unruly beast that doesn't like to follow orders, and I like things to follow my orders. Ask my kids. Of course I won't tell you because they never get on my channel. So you just have to take my word for it. Oh, hey, kitty. Oh, just adorable little kitty. Come here. Come here, all you kitties. Yay! Now, if we didn't already have a bunch of cats, I'd definitely be keeping one of these guys. Yeah. That guy right there, as a matter of fact, in particular. Because he's just so cute. Yeah, totally different colors than any of the other ones we got. Alright, so we got that. Take it off. Let's see, is that just, yep, slides backwards out of there. Come on. Okay, close. And then back, main back cover comes off. Nice and easy like. And then there's two more of these guys down here in holes. You'll be able to easily see them. Oh, that's not a big enough Torx, it seems. So, oh no! Ooh. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let's hope it's just finger tight. Oh, and it is. Thank you. So it seems that I was using the wrong bit the whole time, but they were loose enough that it did not matter. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or it's just a thing. find out what I'm still caught on here. We have more screws still. Nah, it doesn't look like it. There we go. Just a little bit of a snap out, it seems. Yep, had a couple of clips, or one clip actually on this side here. Maybe if you just pushed in a little bit. I'll unplug that guy. No. Sweetheart, will you bring me a plastic bag? Alright, so now that was it. That's all I wanted to do was get that guy out. I had to take all that apart just to pull that guy. So now I'm going to copy this, get a full flash copy of it, and store it on my PC, and then start the next step. And in the meantime, I'll have my lovely daughter go ahead and clean out the inside of it. Alrighty then. So this step I can actually show you, and obviously it's not a terribly difficult step. I think most people can figure this part out for themselves. Yeah, that's all that's on there. Let's see here. Properties. You know what? It has been so long, I'm not even certain how to view hidden files. Huh. Interesting. I may have to Google that. New folder. Okay, I guess that is that for now, huh? So, next I need to erase the firmware on the chip, so that'll be another short segment. Alright, so we went ahead and ran a USB extension cable over here. I earlier went ahead and installed the Amtel and the SAMC drivers. I'll provide a link to those. Now there's this jumper guy right here. So that should be fully erased. And the computer is now identifying new hardware. Installing device driver software. BOSA program port COM15. Now if everything else is right, sorry about the lopsidedness, this is probably the crappiest tripod I've ever owned. So, let's see here, where are we? Now I wanted to change a couple of small things. Nothing, nothing extravagant. Nothing extravagant. Okay then, I have downloaded the DaVinci. Actually, I guess it's not even necessarily the DaVinci at this point, it's just the straight repetier master firmware. I probably could have also went to the repetier firmware configurator. Whoops. Repetier firmware configuration. There we go. This is Rev 7. Let's just go to the next step. Board is do based and own layout defined and user pins. Cartesian EEPROM set. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about all that stuff because I was actually using this guy right here. This is BMG 370s, and I know this has been put into the mainstream, but at the same time I'm not 100% I'm not 100% certain that the online will use it. Now at the same time, he's also got a straight bin file here, right here, alpha bin. Use at your own risk. Anyway, what I personally did was I took this, downloaded it as a zip, went to my next I downloaded the Amtel Amtel Samba in-system programmer drivers. I also downloaded the Amtel Studio. Probably not necessary, but I did it anyway. Installed the drivers. And then I went ahead and opened do that one more time. Repetier firmware DaVinci. You can store it in wherever you want to, but your best off is to put it someplace you're actually going to need to use it. Also, you will have to, in the GitHub, we'll start there first. You'll have to take this variant CPP, so just again download zip, take this variant CPP, and as you can see right here, it says it replaces hardware Arduino SAMS variant Arduino Do X variant CPP and adds the extra pins for the DaVinci board. Alright, so then I open my DaVinci, and then it's in boards. One plus, no, did I totally lose it? Source, there we go. Arduino Do. And then I started with just a straight repetier, and I started making a few modifications myself. So this is the test one, and I don't have Z probing has been figured out by somebody that's not me. I haven't figured it out yet. Alright. The hacked Vin 1, just some blokes. So we're going to see if we can go ahead and upload this here. That's disconnected. And it may or may not work. If it does not work, I'll have to shut the DaVinci off and restart it. Is it gonna work? It is working. Alright, so let's go over to our DaVinci. And it says printer ready. You know what? I didn't redo the timeout there. So I will set you guys right back up here. Yeah, I know. Awesome camera work, huh? Alright, so we're going to re-upload this one more time. After I change one thing here. Now we should be uploading again here. There we go. Now, I've noticed that after a flash, I have to shut it off, wait for my computer to do its little hardware beep, and turn it back on. Now, repetier. You should have no issues finding the correct COM port. And we are connected. All access is homing. And there's my XYZ setups in my EEPROM config. That's my settings so that I can basically hit print and go. So let's go ahead and crank up my extruder to 220 and 90. Heat bed, heat extruder. Go to my temperature curves, make sure that they're working. And we definitely have heat going on. So now, if I go ahead and do a file, load G-code, let's see here. Now this is actually will be a G-code that I switch panel stuff. There we go. This is a G-code that I actually made for DaVinci itself. So there's there's one little thing I gotta change because initially I would copy over all this, copy and paste over all this, and it was already done. So we'll go ahead and 2300 what? Alright. And we'll go ahead and save that. Save that. Yes, we'll. Okay, so now we're back to manual control. And extruder's at 174. Heat bed is at 57. I think. So I think due to our proper temp rise, we're right about where we need to be for our extruder temp, and the bed temp is real close. So we'll go back to my 3D view here. Wait, where'd it go? Ah, there she is. I'm going to go ahead and run job. So now, with any luck here, it will get to proper temperature and actually go to the proper height. That'll be with some luck, as we are at Z3, so it's actually got to go to Z0 or Z.35 actually, is what it runs the first layer at. We got like 7 more degrees to go on that heat bed. That seems to take forever. I guess that's my only complaint at this point, is that the heat bed is takes so absolutely long to get to. And if I was not afraid of it dying short and horrible death, I would definitely leave it for the most part warmed up. Alright, here we go. Heating extruder. This will take like no time whatsoever. Hear the fans ramping up. Now what I have noticed is that with this new firmware, it does seem to, it almost seems to bit bang the on-offs. It's not nearly as much of a PID style, and I'll have to, that's something we'll have to discuss and look into. But you can see the lights flicker more. You can hear the fan ramping up and down due to power draw a lot more. Again, these are all things that will be configurable and changeable in as development continues. 227. And we can't see nothing. We can't see nothing. We are definitely feeding filament.